They say I sprang from a carpet and stood naked as Venus before Caesar, the most powerful man in the world. In Rome, they called me the royal whore. Yeah, I really have shared a bed with two emperors. I needed one of them. I loved the other. But the third wanted to conquer my country violently. But he wouldn't get me. I was the Queen of Egypt in uncertain times. My brother disputed the throne and had expelled me from Alexandria. Julius Caesar landed there with his navy. He wanted influence in Egypt for Rome. Surrounded by poor advisors, my brother was not only fighting against me, but also against the Romans. My life was in danger. I needed an ally against my brother, and only Caesar was powerful enough. I had to go to him, no matter what the cost would be.
Stop. What have you got there?
For the cook, figs and dates. The first grapes.
And what are you carrying?
It's the new bedding for Caesar. Silk.
Okay, good. Go on in.
I had to smuggle myself into my own palace where Caesar had accommodated himself. He wanted to negotiate with me and my brother. If I were quicker than my brother, then perhaps I could win over the Roman.
Careful. A guard.
And how to win over the most powerful man in the world? By any means. Go now. Everything depended on this moment. My fate lay in his hands.
The Navy's blocking the port.
This moment would decide everything. He, who collected countries and women like trophies, is whom I had to win over. Greetings, Caesar.
What do you want?
Your soldiers aren't safe in the streets. My brother will declare war on you. Do you want to leave Alexandria alive or dead?
My legions are on their way.
And you think they will arrive in time to get you out?
Did you come here just to ask me that?
Pacta! We have an agreement, or have you forgotten that? My father paid you a fortune so that Rome would protect us, and the Senate has recognized me as queen. Do you get that?
Your father is dead. And you are powerless.
Well, I am still queen, and I have Egypt behind me.
But not Alexandria.
I have gathered an army. It is on its way here. We should fight together, or else.
Or else what?
Don't you understand what is happening outside? They'll cut off your head and all of your enemies in the Senate. They will rejoice. You should consider about my offer.
We will see.
Caesar was right. Both his navy and his legions arrived on time and quelled the uprising against Rome. Do you like my Alexandria?
Yeah, but now it's my Alexandria.
Do you really think the Roman Senate will just give up Egypt so that you become more powerful?
I'm the victor. And you are my spoils.
I am nobody's spoils. What about my alliance with Rome? Perhaps we should renew the friendship?
His legionaries are calling all over Rome. He's every woman's man. No woman is safe from him.
And I heard he's even taking the men to bed. Ah, Veni Vidi Vici.
He came, he saw, he conquered.
No, he didn't. But I came, I saw, I conquered. The pact has been sealed. Egypt will not be a province of Rome. And we will remain free. What more do you want?
But will it stay like that? How do you want to be attached to him?
I heard that his wife is infertile. He has no heirs.
My Egypt, with all of its treasures. I was heir to a 3,000-year-old culture. Rome envied us. And Caesar needed the fertile land on the Nile as a granary to keep the Romans in good spirits with gifts of grain and to feed his legionaries. Who, if not me, could guarantee him that? And what of the olive oil from Karnak?
500 amphorae are on their way. There is also 50 balls of linen from Thebes, 1,000 swords and spears from Heliopolis, and 200 taels of gold from Nubia.
300. We need 300 taels. And how many bushels of wheat are we giving Caesar's legions?
200,000.
400,000.
But, my noble queen, the harvests were bad. The farmers are starving.
If we want peace with Caesar, then we must supply it. Or do you want some Roman tax collector in our land? I was expecting our child, my first baby, and my security for the future. But what did it mean for him, for us, for Rome? Caesar had power, and he had powerful opponents. They were just waiting for him to make a mistake. Here. For you, my king.
In Rome, kings aren't popular. In fact, they're put to death.
Kings are what have made Egypt great.
There are simply too many gibbering idiots in Rome who still believe that we live in a republic.
Then I don't understand why you hesitate. At last he took us to Rome, into the lion's den. Many revered him like a king, but in the Senate they hated and feared him. We lived in one of his villas on the other side of the Tiber, and not in his house, because Caesar was married after all. But everyone knew that I was his lover, and that Ptolemy Caesar was his son. What a scandal. They called me the royal whore of the Nile, and our son, a bastard. But nevertheless, We were the attraction. If I invited them to Caesar's villa, they all came. All of Rome's high society.
Don't say.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got an engaging personality. There's simply no denying that. And she certainly has other talents.
He's 54 years old, and she's 23. But we all know that's how men are after all.
Shh. She's coming.
Yes, right.
What I didn't know was what these Roman geese were gaggling about behind my back.
Do you think he wants to be king and stand at her side in Alexandria?
King of Alexandria, you say? In Rome? Caesar should be quite careful.
Yeah.
It's not only Cicero that suspects that he wants to destroy the Republic.
Ah, Cicero. It warms my heart that you have accepted my invitation.
I'm honored to be in your presence, my queen.
If I am not mistaken, didn't you just announce that the Senate must tear kings limb from limb? Is that the elders' custom?
With respect, we are Romans. We are not Persians, nor are we Greeks. We are free citizens, my queen. You see, for us, autocracy is tyranny, a lack of freedom, and we could just never accept it. But we respect the kings of the East. That is, if they keep the peace with our republic. And above all, we respect you, my queen.
But what is so bad about having a king? How long has your republic been ripped apart by costly civil war? Still, you lead the people to ruin and war. You all deserve a man who fosters peace and unity. A man such as Alexander the Great. But sometime I would like to read your writing on the Republic. Cicero, a snake in the grass, who secretly fanned the hatred against us. How are your wife and daughters, Senator? Nice hairstyle. Is that the fashion in Rome? Caesar didn't show his face in that snake pit. He didn't want to pour more oil on the fire, but it was no use.
Cicero was right. Caesar is a tyrant, and Cleopatra, a danger to the Republic.
We must eliminate him before it's too late.
Everyone agrees.
Do we know where it'll be done?
There, where he commits his crimes against the Republic. In the Senate.
And then, on the Ides of March, they ambushed him in the Senate and treacherously stabbed him to death. He had become too powerful for those cowardly murderers. But he also had friends who bid him farewell. Why had he gone to the Senate? Why had he thrown all caution to the wind? Why did he jeopardize all of our plans, our hopes, our entire future?
Mama, I can't sleep. I'm scared.
Come here, sweetheart. Caesar's closest friend, Antony, spoke from the heart.
Caesar, the father of the fatherland, this hero is dead. He conquered the Gauls and he defeated the Teutons. Our ships didn't just travel on the Rhone and the Mosel, but to the Rhine River as well. Lands whose names we didn't know, places we didn't know existed. He conquered all of them. When he appeared before the enemy in Pontus, he came, he saw, and he conquered in a single day. He united with Egypt and brought you all a lot of money from there. He was not there, as you like to think, for his own pleasure. Now he is dead. Not from illness, not from age. Caesar didn't fall in battle. He was murdered. Here, in the middle of Rome!
We should leave Rome. Civil war is coming.
Struck down by daggers, you lie here, where you often spoke to the people. Woe over your blood-spattered hair, your shredded toga. By your weak and wretched enemies, you were murdered. Down with Caesar's murderers! Down with Caesar's murderers! Down with Caesar's murderers!
Even after his death, Caesar divided the Romans. His supporters and enemies attacked each other. We were no longer safe. We had to go back to our home in Egypt.
There she is. Quick, this way.
Our fate now lay in the hands of the future rulers of Rome. On Caesar's nephew, Octavian.
I will hunt down his murderers and avenge him.
They are powerful men. Wouldn't it be smarter if we worked together?
And on Mark Antony, Caesar's colleague in the consulate.
You mean we march separately and win together? And we'll split the empire? I get the West, including Italy. You get Greece, Asia, and Egypt. Here's where the border will be.
And you'll give me 30,000 legionnaires.
30,000. Impossible. I can't get more than 20,000 in Italy.
If I need the navy, you will send it to me.
When you need it, it'll come to you.
Let's shake on it then.
Egypt and Rome had to find a new suitable arrangement. How would Antony approach me? Would he try to conquer me or attempt to overthrow me? Or would he recognize me as Caesar did, as Queen of Egypt? Antony wanted to know who he was dealing with. He summoned me to him several times, but I made him wait.
All the kings of the East have paid homage to me, not to mention the queens as well. She's the only one who hasn't.
And now you're going to go to her.
She'll get to know who I am.
I think I should lose some weight. What do we know about him?
He's married, and his wife does everything for him. She sends him soldiers and equipment, and she even leads campaigns for him.
Now that's what I call love.
He's supposed to be uneducated, a Philistine.
Supposed to be? He is one. He loves coarse jokes and hanging around all the worst drinking holes.
His people don't know him as a general. I've been told he goes to libraries and listens to philosophers.
Listens, perhaps, but understands. And besides, he's a drunk and a womanizer. He will devour you.
He's celebrated as the new Dionysus. A few queens have already lain in his bed.
Don't break your head over this. Let's get ready.
She just used Caesar. Don't forget that she led him to his doom. Be careful.
Then we will finally see whether I measure up to a queen.
At last he came to me. I prepared a reception fit for a king for him. I appeared before him as Isis, as the goddess of love, as was the custom in Egypt. Just enjoy it. With Caesar, I wanted to save my life and my crown. With Antony, I fell in love. For him, I would give everything. For 3 long years, we didn't see each other. He had to go and fight with his legions in the east of the kingdom and defend his power in Rome. But we had something in common together. I had carried twins below my heart. Alexander Helios, my sun, and Cleopatra Selina, my moon. When I heard that his wife had died, I had hopes.
I'm sorry, Highness. He has remarried. He's married his rival Octavian's sister, Octavia.
Out! Leave me be! Antony hadn't married me. He simply couldn't leave me. Nor could he leave Egypt. He needed us for his plans. And he loved our culture, our way of living, our freedoms. And only I could give him such a grand reception. He returned as a victorious general. To me, to Alexandria.
Where are we right now? What kind of men are leading us? Men who simply squander their spoils on Oriental sluts?
I'm not surprised he grovels before her. After all, she finances his wars. Who knows whether he would have won without her?
And now, he prefers to celebrate his victory in Alexandria instead of in Rome. The Senate will be in an uproar.
And the Romans, too. Just look at them. He'll give parts of the empire to his bastard children. Our general, next to the Queen of Kings.
Next to her. I say under her.
He acts as if he were a god on earth. He's not a Roman anymore.
In the end, he will make Alexandria the capital of the empire.
Octavian. He must put an end to this.
Do you love her?
You are the one that I love.
Then prove it.
I have already acknowledged our children.
That's not enough for me. I want you to divorce Octavia.
You know I can't do that.
You can't or you don't want to.
Try to understand. Did Caesar get divorced for you?
I didn't ask him, but I'm asking you.
She's a Roman.
Roman? So what?
Don't you get it? She's Octavian's sister and the seal of our alliance. He's just waiting for me to break it.
You're such a coward.
A divorce would mean all-out war. Against you too! Do you want that?
No, I didn't want war. But then what I had always feared happened. The rivalry between Octavian and Antony turned to open hostility.
That is betrayal. You promised me a fleet. And what do you send me for the war against the Parthians? A few ridiculous ships. They're our common enemies. You promised me 20,000 legionnaires. Remember that? And then you send me barely 2,000?
I couldn't get any more than that, my dear Antony. No Roman will serve that Egyptian whore. I meant to say queen, of course.
What has changed you so much, Octavian? Are you jealous that I'm sleeping with a queen?
I gave you my sister to take as your wife, and you and that slut Cleopatra betray her.
Don't you have any lovers? You just sleep with Livia? Surely you have betted Lucia, or Anna, or Valeria, or maybe even all three of them. But isn't it important which woman that you're in love with?
And even so, they're Roman, and not Egyptian sluts. What did Cleopatra say when she appeared before you dressed as Venus? Either we... or there'll be war? We divided the empire between us, but then you go ahead and sell off the entire East? You're making Romans into submissive eunuchs of a woman! And you're making yourself a slave to a whore.
Shall I write that?
Word for word.
Nothing. Octavian left absolutely nothing out. He even took love to the battlefield and dragged it through the mud. But I won the first victory. Antony divorced Octavia and committed himself to me. For her brother, that was the moment to strike. Octavian wanted to destroy Antony. And for me in Egypt, conquest.
Because the tribes of Egypt and the people of Egypt have acted against the Roman people, and diplomacy has completely failed because the Roman people have commanded it. There will be war with the Egyptians. And the Senate was in agreement and decided on war. We'll wage war with the honorable Egyptians. That's why I hereby declare, with the Roman people, war on honorable Egypt and the honorable people of Egypt. The war begins right now!
The battle commenced in Actium on Grecian waters. Octavian had trapped our navy and cut off supplies to our army.
Octavian is playing for time. He doesn't want to fight the battle.
We have to do something. Our soldiers are in desperate need. They are starving. Half of them have fallen ill. Every day, troops are defecting to him. We can't keep this up much longer.
In a word, we're trapped.
There is always a way out.
I wouldn't say so.
It must also be said that it's not only bad in Rome that we have a woman among the generals.
All right. We withdraw overland to Athens. And we'll regroup there.
And the naval forces, including my ships for that matter, do you want to burn them in the port? There are no better ships on the high seas than the Egyptian ones.
You and all of your Oriental followers have been holding us back long enough.
That's enough.
At sea, we have no chance against Octavian.
Not if we put our navies together. We combine our naval forces. We'll ram anything that gets in our way. And then we break through.
Doing crazy!
We can't break through. They'll encircle us and then board us.
Have your scouts asked the fishermen about the current? Mine have. Octavian can't keep his formation on the open sea. With the wind at our backs, we can do it.
That's exactly what a woman would do, but not our legionaries. In Rome, they'll say we fled like cowards.
The decision must be made honorably on the battlefield.
You can have honor carved on your tombstone. This is about more than that, you idiot!
Do not listen to her.
Are you fighting for Rome? Or for this woman? Has she put you on a chain yet?
You aren't just making a mockery of yourself, but of us as well.
Quiet! It is simply the better plan. We break through.
And so the battle took its course, as I had predicted. And when the wind picked up, we set sail and reached the open sea.
They have broken through with several legions and also taken the war chest.
So you have failed? And now she has escaped us? What about Antony?
His ship has been boarded, but he's escaped together with Cleopatra.
Don't you get it? They didn't just escape. They have saved everything.
Yeah, but he lost a few legions. And that drunk weakling won't keep it up for much longer.
Enough of this! That snake of a queen is more dangerous than he is. Announce in Rome that we have won.
We sailed our glorious fleet back to Alexandria, thinking that we were safe. We were intoxicated with our success, and we celebrated our rebirth. It felt as if the carefree times of years past had returned to us.
Every legion. Shh. All of your legions.
What about them?
They have all defected to Octavian. They think he's the victor.
What are you thinking? I had never seen him like that, as if he had lost everything. Just tell me. Talk to me.
I'm finished.
Mark Antony doesn't capitulate. Octavian will humiliate you. He will take your honor, your children, us. Do something.
I will challenge him to a duel.
It was pure desperation. Antony wanted to fight for his honor. But why would Octavian face such a brave and fearless fighter in a one-on-one duel?
When? He says no, there won't be a duel, and...
And what?
He says there are many routes to death open to you.
There was no hope left. Octavian wanted Antony dead.
What is it?
And afterwards, perhaps he would show mercy and at least let the children live. I had to act. Apollodorus. Go to Antony. Tell him there's no hope left for us. Tell him I have ended my life.
He will throw himself on his sword.
Octavian wants him alive. At least this way he can save his dignity. Tell him that I did it out of love for him. I will wait for him in the afterlife. Go on now. Leave me alone.
Octavian is a ruthless monster. Do you think that you will get anything from him if Antony is dead?
Cleopatra has ended her life. She says you will see each other again in the afterlife.
We had sworn to live with dignity. And to die with dignity.
Have you finished the list?
She says the golden Dendera isn't hers, but the Temple of Horus's.
And Octavian? He did as he always did. He had the face of a child, and yet he was cold and ruthless.
Give me the state treasure and I will see what I can do for you.
Caesar ensured that I was a friend and ally of Rome, always. You are his heir, right? And Caesarion is his biological son.
Do you have that in writing? You forget that we are at war with one another.
One which I didn't start.
You will return to Rome.
As queen or as your spoils?
As Cleopatra.
And my children?
I hear that Caesarion is out of the country. I will find him.
My love, my lord, who went to the land of silence. I'll follow you. In peace. Olympus, do you have it?
It is worthy of a queen and a goddess.
Here?
Place it in the crook of your arm in the vein.
Will it be quick? A few seconds?
It can take quite a long time. One bite is extremely painful.
I'm not afraid of pain. What we don't have is time. Octavian wants to lead me through Rome in chains, but I won't grace his victory parade. It must work quick, Olympus.
Do it the philosopher's way, with a cup of hemlock, wolfsbane, and a little bit of opium, to relieve the pain.
Announce everywhere. Cleopatra has entered the abyss, that a cobra has bitten her and taken her life. A death worthy of Her Highness, the Queen of Egypt. Octavian may conquer Egypt, but he will not conquer me. We'll meet again together with Osiris. We will live forever.